Walk through any local market and you'll see stalls overflowing with avocados, pumpkins, and starchy roots. These common foods are the primary sources of energy and vitamins for the community. But availability is only the first step. Every item here has specific physical properties, and if those properties aren't managed, the food will rot or lose its nutritional value before it can be eaten. To manage these risks, we categorize kitchen storage into 3 distinct environments: airtight, ventilated, and cold. We call this the AVC rule. Separating food into these 3 categories allows us to create physical barriers against the moisture, heat, and pests that degrade different types of produce. We begin with non-perishables. Dry staples like beans, peas, and maize flour are foundational energy givers and plant builders, providing the proteins and carbohydrates needed for daily work. The A in our rule stands for airtight. Because dry legumes are highly attractive to pests, they must be stored in sealed containers to block out both moisture and insects. A common error is storing a 50-kilogram sack of flour directly on a cement floor. Even in a dry room, the temperature difference between the sack and the floor causes condensation, and that moisture seeps up into the grain, causing mold. As we see here, heavy sacks should always be placed on wooden pallets. This creates a necessary airflow gap that keeps the food isolated from the cold, damp ground. Protecting these non-perishables from ground moisture and pests ensures the home maintains a safe, consistent supply of energy-giving staples. Fresh vegetables like tomatoes and onions serve as protectors. They are packed with vitamins that protect the body from disease, but they are physically delicate. Many people believe that sealing vegetables in a plastic cavera keeps them fresh. In reality, the plastic traps the moisture that the vegetables naturally release. This trapped sweat creates a damp, warm environment that causes the produce to rot and grow mold significantly faster than if it were left out. This is why the V in AVC stands for ventilated. These foods need to breathe. Storing them in open, airy baskets allows air to circulate, which carries away excess moisture and prevents rot. Allowing protective foods to breathe is the only way to preserve the vitamins your body needs to stay healthy. Animal products like this fresh tilapia provide high biological value protein for growth and repair, but they are classified as highly perishable. There is a misconception that food is safe as long as it doesn't smell sour. However, bacteria multiplies rapidly in cooked food left at room temperature, often reaching dangerous levels before any odor is present. This is the C in our rule, cold. By using the refrigerator, the biological division of bacteria is halted, keeping the proteins safe for consumption. In homes without electricity, the same safety can be achieved through traditional processing. Smoking, salting, or immediate boiling are all valid ways to prevent bacterial growth in perishable meat and milk. Whether using modern cooling or traditional processing, managing temperature is a non-negotiable step in safely consuming animal proteins. Let's test these rules in a typical kitchen. Look at the sack of rice on the wet floor, the tomatoes tied in a plastic bag, and the milk sitting on the table. Using the AVC framework, determine where each of these 3 items should be moved to prevent them from spoiling. The rice must be raised onto a pallet, tomatoes placed in an open basket to breathe, and milk moved to the refrigerator. This matrix connects these food categories to their nutritional values and required storage methods based on physical needs. By understanding the nutrients inside our local foods and mastering these storage rules, you ensure your family stays healthy and your resources are never wasted.